Hey, how's it going? Today is day 53 of my 100-day inspiration challenge. And today I want to say that you are not lazy. You are not lazy. There is a huge difference, and we have to start being honest with ourselves. Laziness is fear. Laziness is fear. I know because I have been there. I used to call myself lazy. I used to call myself unmotivated. And I used to say all of these things about myself. But the real truth, the reality was that I was just so afraid. I was afraid to take risks. I was afraid to look bad. I had such limiting beliefs in myself that my fear was stifling me. And the laziness was what I was calling it. But the reality was it wasn't lazy because I was still working a lot. I was still doing a lot of things. I was just focusing my energy on the wrong things. People would tell me, man, you're one of the hardest working people that I know. But I felt like I was lazy because I wasn't taking actions on the things that I knew that I should be doing. And I just want to say that calling yourself lazy is not serving you. I'm telling you, you are not lazy. It is a byproduct of something else. And I'm pretty positive that most cases, it is because there is some sort of fear that you are not addressing. And calling yourself lazy it's harmful. It's harmful because it's not true. You're calling it by a different name. You're calling fear a different name. So you need to get clear on what it is that is holding you back. The second thing is that you're being mean to yourself. And if you don't love yourself, if you don't pour into yourself, if you don't help yourself, then it's going to be really hard to find motivation, to find inspiration, and to create meaningful things. It's really hard to do great things and to accomplish big successes if you are coming from a place of tearing yourself down. So it's not true, and it's not helpful. And it's also an extreme waste of energy. Like I said, when I was focusing on other things, when I was letting those fears get the best of me, I was focusing on other things, but also all of that self-doubt, all of those fears that I was having, those take energy. So you're still expending energy. You're just expending energy into the wrong things. So you're not lazy. You're just expending energy into the wrong things. You're focusing on those fears. You're allowing them to get the best of you. So I have 4 things that I want to help you to overcome whatever fear it is that you are going through so that you can find inspiration and motivation, because I know personally how painful it is to want a dream and to not feel like you are motivated to achieve that thing. That's not true. You just have a limiting belief. So the first thing is awareness. What is the fear? What is the thing that you are afraid of, and why? And the why is not hugely important, but naming that fear. For me, like I said, there was like a plethora of them. It was fear of not being good enough, fear of not having anything to say, fear that no one cared. All of these different fears, they held me back. Fear of looking bad, that was a huge one. So what is that thing? Get to the core of it and name it by what it really is. Find awareness, take inventory so that it isn't inside of you, so that it doesn't have power over you. The second thing is now that you know what your fear is, the second thing is to get started. Take action on something. It doesn't even have to be the thing that you want, but take action toward something. The hardest part of any sort of dream is the 5 seconds before you decide to get started. The hardest part of taking action is that decision to take action, right? So just decide to start something, to start somewhere. Just go for it and allow yourself to be bad. The third thing is small wins. Small wins build confidence. So that goes hand in hand with number 2. It doesn't have to be the thing that you want. So last year, I actually wrote a short film. I wrote a short film because I just wanted to, and I'd always told myself that I didn't have anything to say. And I allowed myself to finish this short film. And by allowing myself to finish the short film and not judging it as I was going, because we can get so caught up in that judgment game, so caught up that we don't even finish the thing, right? It's so much more important to finish. Once you start something, that is the hardest thing. The second hardest thing is finishing something. So I allowed myself to not be perfect, and I finished a short film, and just by finishing it, just that act, it gave me confidence. It showed me that, oh, okay, I can do things that are out of my comfort zone. I can challenge myself. I can step up to the challenge, and it gave me confidence to pursue other things. So small wins, one step at a time. The last thing is to love the journey. Enjoy the journey. Be okay failing. Be okay looking bad. Laugh about it. Have fun. Most importantly, love the journey and love yourself. Like I said before, if you are tearing yourself down, it is going to be so hard to achieve any type of success. Everything in life, every decision in life comes from either love or fear. Right? So don't let fear be your motivator. Let your love motivate your life. Pour into yourself so much so that you can flourish, so that you can achieve the things that you want to achieve. Not only will you be helping yourself, but you will be helping other people just by loving yourself. I mean, that is, in my opinion, the greatest thing that a person can do is get to know themselves and then love that person and not judge themselves. And like I said, calling yourself lazy, it's just not true and it's hurtful. So Marie Forleo, who I've talked about before, she said a quote and I just could not agree with it more. She said, "The kinder I am to myself, the more creative I am." I cannot agree with that more. Since I have been pouring into myself, since I have been taking care of myself, since I have been intentional to really love myself, I have been creating so many different things. And it is because it is coming from a place of joy. It is coming from a place of excitement. I almost have like a childlike essence about myself in my creation. Whereas before I was thinking about things as hard or scary because I didn't want to fail. So the kinder you are to yourself, the more you pour into yourself, the more you enjoy the process, the more fun you will be, the more you will be able to create whatever it is that you want to create. Whatever it is that is your fear, I promise you there are so many people that feel the same thing. You are not alone. And I hope that you take peace in that. I know that was something that really helped me, was seeing other people that were successful and they said that they had the same fears that I had. I can promise you that whatever your fear is, I've had. And it's okay. Name it and then push past it. You are not limited by your fears. You are not lazy. You can do whatever you want to do. You just have to name it. You have to get started. You have to build confidence with small wins, and you have to love the journey and love yourself. Keep showing up for yourself regardless of where you are, because if you do, there is nowhere that you can go but up. I hope you have an amazing day. If you would like some more free resources, you can head over to my website, showuptogoup.com. I'll see you tomorrow.